Hi, I'm Elena from Reclaim Your Body Guide. I'm a certified craniosacral practitioner and a nutritious movement restorative exercise specialist. And in this video, I want to demonstrate to you what happens when our body gets used to a particular position. So I'm going to use for this demonstration one of my yoga belts that I use for hamstring stretch. And I'm going to use my gastrocnemius, which is one of the calf muscles. So the gastrocnemius is a muscle that inserts to the heel right here and then inserts to the upper leg behind the knee. So here I am standing, and that's the length of my gastrocnemius. And then I'm sitting on my chair, and you can see that immediately the belt starts kind of hanging here. That happened because the muscle shortened, and now we have all this kind of extra. Now, if you spend a lot of time in any one given position, and that's just the example that I use today, your body is going to adapt the length and the strength of your muscles as well as your neurology, which is how your brain innervates particular muscles when you start or attempt to use them, to the positions that you spend most of your time in. So because nobody goes with that kind of extra meat here, and generally muscle is a pretty metabolically expensive tissue to maintain if you're not using it. We all know that bodybuilders have to stimulate their muscles all the time, train often, and eat a lot in order to maintain the shape and volume of their muscles, and that's true for other muscles that we don't think of as muscles as much, like the gastrocnemius. We also have breathing muscles, eye muscles, etc. So over time, the body shortens that muscle to a point that makes it more comfortable for us to sit, and that makes that seated position and that particular seated position optimal for us to maintain. This is why quite often, because here is my shortened calf, and when I get up, now I miss about 5 to 8 centimeters depending on what you are equipped with from my tissue. And so this usually comes as pulling on other tissues of the body, other muscles, other or fascia, and slight micro adjustments happen in all of your joints all the time in your spine, whether your lower back or your neck as well, from that particular muscle, in order for you to actually be able to stand upright. That's why quite often hips come forward. That's why quite often we feel that shoes with a slight heel feel a little more comfortable than shoes that are completely flat, because we have kind of shortened muscle here, and all the adaptations that support that shortened muscle, all the adjustments, whether it's going to be a shoe, whether it's going to be a chair with a slightly higher seat, because it doesn't require us to lengthen as much, so it is within our available range of motion, is going to make us feel more comfortable, and anything that is outside of this range of motion is going to make us feel less comfortable. And so this is true for all the adaptation that our body makes. That's why ergonomic setup, or any one setup, any one position that we spend a lot of time in, results in our body getting used to continually and increasingly to be comfortable and optimized for that one position, but then unfortunately not as well optimized for other positions. And in order to keep our joints and muscles healthy, we need to be using more positions. So this is just a short demo for you to think about how spending your time in your office or at home, mostly assuming one particular pose or positions affects not just one muscle but many other muscles, because I use that for demonstration, but that of course happens with all of the other muscles. I hope that gave you a bit of a different perspective, and thank you for watching.